Welcome everyone. So glad you could join me for today's adventure. I am off to a local antique mall within a mall. This antique shop is located inside of the Phillipsburg Mall, which is pretty much done. I recently did a video about the Phillipsburg Mall, so be sure to check that out, and then you can come back and check out this video. But today I'm going to this antique store to see what's left, if they have any big sales, since all the vendors have to move out soon. You never know what you're going to find. Many of the people that sell at this antique mall actually frequent a local auction, and that's where they buy all their items to stock up their booths. So will there be sales? Will there be any booths filled with stuff left? There's only one way to find out. So join me as we go to a closing antique mall and see if we can find anything to flip or anything to keep and add to our collection. Let's go. This booth was always nice, 70% off. This item, a knife box, was marked at $154. Crazy. With the discount, it would have been just shy of $50, so I kind of think that was the original price, and they just marked it up. This desk has been here for quite some time. It was on sale for $100 firm. I really like this desk. I have just no place to put it. So we have some other little assortments. This cupboard, $80, 70% off still. So I really do think that on certain items, they hiked up the price so that with a discount, they would actually get their asking price. This was a candy container for $50 on eBay. The same one in much better shape sold for $20 with free shipping. I really liked this book. If it would have been on sale, I would have purchased it, but it wasn't. It was $15 firm, I believe. Look at that cute pumpkin. This booth is 80% off. $12 times 80% off. I think that means you're coming home with me. Jeez, get out of the chair. Ooh, and her arms move. What is this guy? Smiling Brothers Pergamon? Antique Sand Turkey? $29 discount. So this would be like $7. I just have no idea what it is. This closet has been here, I don't know how long, and it's filled with paper. The problem is there's nowhere to set the paper to look through it, and everything is priced individually for the most part. So I couldn't even, there was no table nearby to take anything out. I could have went on the floor with the items, but so everything is in individual sleeves, priced individually. I found this photograph album. I was hoping there'd be photos in it. The price was $55, so I thought, oh, must be some good photos inside. And it's empty, completely empty. Perhaps they go for that much online, but since it's not really an ornate cover, I can't imagine anyone paying $55 for that. This album, I think, was much nicer on the front, and it was cheaper. So, just paper, which I love, but sad to see it displayed like this. You know, I don't know who has bought some, if any, because it's impossible to look through paper that's set up like this. As I'm sure that you have seen in the video, there were still a lot of booths that were filled and some booths that were completely cleared out. Some booths didn't have any sales going on and others were 80% off. And that's where I purchased my 2 items. So I think 80% off and 70% off. Some of those prices were crazy. I don't know if the vendors that had those booths that didn't have any sales, if they are, if they have other plans to move towards another local antique mall, but I think the closest antique mall similar to that is in Allentown. So it just depends on where, that vendor lives. If it's a closer drive, further drive, who knows, but if they want to move out their inventory, they would have to lower their prices unless they have other plans, and maybe they do, so that the high prices don't bother them much. Now, for those that are interested in flipping, buying to resell, there probably were a good number of deals there. If you wait a little bit longer, maybe a lot of the other booths will go up to 70 and 80%. It just depends on what you're looking for. If you are a collector, then if you have a local antique mall, such as this one, that's going out of business and there are a lot of sales, then that might be a great time for you to go and see if there's anything that you can add to your collection. Just make sure it does not say firm on it because it will not be included. So what did I purchase? Only 2 things. Of course, I could not leave her there. I would have felt really bad. She is an older doll with the sleepy eyes. Her eyes still work. She does have the, I'm gonna call it like the cry box in the back. And normally when you would lay them down, they would make that noise that sounds like they were crying. She does not. Only her eyes make a noise closing now. Her hair, it has seen better days. Poor girl only has, I think she lost a curl. Oh, we can see it flying. I think she lost a curl in the store actually. She was, oh, they took the tag off. I think originally she was around $12 and so it was 80% off. So I paid $3 something for her. She does have, the usual wear. Seams are ripped. Her arms, all of her limbs are still attached, which is good. I do have a collection of old dolls and she would fit right in, but whether or not I keep her, I'm gonna keep her for now, and then perhaps, oh, there's her other curl. Perhaps during Halloween, when people are looking for creepy dolls, yes, people buy them to put in their Halloween decor. Whether you are a fan of that or not, people do that. She would go for, I would definitely be able to get my $3 back. But I also wonder if I could do some kind of project to try and restore her. That might be interesting. I'll have to see. But for now, she's going to stay as is in her shape with her little curls. And we rescued her from the antique mall. So a great $3 find. The other item that I purchased was this. I had no idea. First, I thought it said Smiling Brothers Pergamon. And it's funny because when I actually Googled Smiling Brothers and that word, it's a meat deli. And I'm like, this is not for them. On the back, it said Antiqusan, antiquity, perhaps Turkey, it looked like. So then I realized it's not Smiling Brothers. It's not a B, it's an E. So Smiling Eros Pergamon. I'm not saying that correctly, but I'm Greek style, I think it is. But it's based off of, a sculpture, an antiquity sculpture. I'm gonna say Greek. I might be totally off. I did the research on it earlier. I couldn't find this online. I paid around $7 for it. I think it was almost $30 and it was 70 or 80% off. No idea. I thought, if I can't sell it online, then I think this piece at the flea market, I could get more than my $7 for it because it's just kind of odd. And maybe someone will know more about it. Maybe some of you have seen this before. and you can let me know what you think of it. Again, the person at the booth was selling it for $29 or $30. So they thought it was at least worth that. But I have no idea. First I thought maybe this was a dentist, and that'd be really neat, but it wasn't. You know, you find some odd things. This just drew me towards it. You could probably even use this in your Halloween decor too. I don't know. You can repurpose anything for any holiday, pretty much, whatever fits your style. So I spent a whopping $10 at this antique mall. This store used to be the JCPenney of the Phillipsburg Mall, and then it switched over to the antique mall. So I don't know what's going to become of it. They are going to be closing. They don't have an end date. They state that the vendors are still bringing in fresh items to replenish their booths. Some of them are going to have a lot of stuff to remove, especially those that had all the vintage toys. Some of those were great finds, and I always wonder where they found them, whether at this area was an estate sale, a house clean out, you just never know. But that store will be shuttering its doors like pretty much the rest of the mall, unfortunately. So maybe that will help me at the auction, since many people that go to the local auction buy to resell there, they won't have a venue to sell a lot of those items. Maybe they won't be purchasing as much, or maybe they have something else up their sleeve. You just never know. But it was still fun to look around one more time, reminisce about when the store was JCPenney, and then the years that it was the antique mall, and just, you know, kind of shed a little tear for the demise of the Phillipsburg Mall and all the stores within it. But that's how it goes. Time moves on, technology moves on, and, you know, things open and they close, but we just gotta go with it. I'm getting really philosophical here, so and I would just keep rambling, so I'm just gonna stop right now and say I'm glad with my finds. I'm glad I could rescue that doll, do a little bit of research on the head and see what it's about. So I hope you enjoyed this trip to the antique mall with me. Be sure to check out the video about the Phillipsburg Mall if you haven't already. That was the mall of my childhood, so I have some video and then some pictures of the mall as well. So thank you for watching. Be sure to tell your friends. If you hit that little subscribe button, then you will be given notifications on when I post a new video, so that you can stay up to date with that. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day, and see you all next time.